One's a former NFL star turned esports coach.
But I was getting the stink eye from my wife. She's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing."
And one's a dad who can't stop playing Rocket League.
These kids these days, they're like, blah, 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 blah. We're used to jump and run.
Together, they welcome you to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge.
Welcome into Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge, the ultimate destination for all things gaming, hosted by myself, Green Bay Packers all-time leading rusher, Ahman Green here, and video game enthusiasts. That's why I have this show, obviously. The show is the weekly getaway to the latest news, hottest game releases, and in-depth discussion on some of the industry leaders of things. So whether you're a casual gamer or a hardcore esports fan, Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge has something for everyone, so something for you as well. So grab your controller, settle in, and join us. Well, just me right now, and I think just me for today, for a dynamic trip down into a dynamic world of gaming, y'all. So cut that off. All right, how's everyone doing? So yeah, just checking in. I guess I'll check in with myself and the chat real quick. Chat, how you doing? Got some. What's up, Dome Rocker? How you doing? So a lot of more chat interaction today since I'm just rolling. So John, he's covering the Wisconsin women's volleyball team that went down to Kentucky to play against a few other volleyball teams that I know. University of Nebraska ladies was down there too. They dominated their game against Kentucky and got the win. So I think it's either going to be Nebraska, Wisconsin, or Nebraska plays somebody else later tonight. So that's where John is at. He's covering that. And I believe Rico, he's also doing something because we got football coming up in Nebraska and also volleyball starting up. So I know he's busy doing something. So that's why I'm here by myself, which is all good, obviously. We gonna still have some fun here. But everything's gonna be condensed down, no long conversations and all that fun stuff here. But I'm just adjusting to new life here. School started now. And so right now, if you notice, I'm not in Nebraska, so I'm gonna be adjunct. That means I'm gonna be virtual in teaching my class. So I'm just sending out the information to the students. I got sent some information to them today. And I think we're going to meet. I'm going to put in there, probably meet once a week online so I could just catch up with everybody, stuff like that. So after this first week, next week, probably like on Wednesday or Thursday, I'll send out a message saying, hey, we jump on a computer so I can see our faces and we could chit chat. So yeah, I'm working on some things, even though I'm not on campus there. I'll be obviously lightly coaching as well, but building out, stuff I want to do here, try to find something to do out here with coaching, curriculum that I'm teaching, and then teaching the curriculum that I'm teaching, and then also coaching esports down here. So getting my foundation going is something really I say I have an inner drive to do. I remember starting it way back in 2001, and helping out kids with football camps and back to school supplies, backpacks, notebooks, pens, pencils, all that stuff that obviously we need as kids growing up, going back to school. School been going back. It went back for now probably 2 to 3 weeks, from elementary schools all the way to high schools, and now the colleges are back at it as well. So my foundation supported that, and other I say families dealing with chronic illness, from cancer to Alzheimer's to rare blood disorders. And so we raised awareness, we raised funds for families in Nebraska, families in Wisconsin, and I plan to do that again now in Houston, Texas. So now I'm looking to do the esports side of it along with everything else, bringing awareness about the chronic illnesses, but then also bringing awareness about esports, the team building, and all the skills that a young kid or an adult or a teenager learn by playing video games, being on a PC, obviously learning the teamwork side, the respect, the consistency, the honesty, the accountability that is learned from that. So getting down that road. What's up, Tater Owens? He says, hey, Ahman, I hope you're having a great Wednesday. Which are the 4 teams you expect to see in the NFL conference championship game this season? Oh, so we talking about football already, which we can. It's all good. All right, Tater Times. So you're saying who's going to be in the AFC championship game and who else is going to be in the NFC championship game, NFC championship game. So obviously it's August, so we got to know now. But I'm predicting, I would say right off the top of the nugget, I'll start with the AFC. If things goes obviously we're barring injury and all that and trades during the midseason. So I would say I like for the AFC starting with Kansas City again, because I want to see a record be broken, or see a team that go three-peat. I want to see that. That's just my guilty little selfish conscience there. So Kansas City. And so we're talking about AFC Championship game again. And I got to get my Lamar Jackson Ravens. I want him to get a chance to either win and get in and play a game, play a Super Bowl, or Pat Mahomes goes and takes his team for a three-peat. So either Lamar gets there by beating Kansas City and then gets his first Super Bowl appearance and then potentially a victory. So boom, boom, boom. Or Pat Mahomes goes 3 in a row, does a little MJ / Magic Johnson, Larry Bird type stuff. NFC, NFC's a little different. We had 49ers there last year. So I'm going to say 49ers again. And I want to say Green Bay because that's what TV wants, right? Everybody wants Green Bay, and I'm going to say Green Bay. Put Green Bay in that thing because they have a lot of weapons. I like the young receivers, Dontavian Wicks, Christian Watson, if he stays healthy. Romeo Doubs is actually the guy who I really like because he just has really a good knack for running routes, how to get open, how to set the DB up to break off his route to then get a pass completed to him. So they have that. Unfortunately, A.J. Dillon's out for the season with a neck injury. So from his neck, I'm hope he's okay. He just is a brand new dad as well. So life first. So take care of that neck, AJ. Shout out to AJ Dillon, good friend of mine. So they still got Josh Jacobs. They still have a couple other young running backs behind Josh. And then they have that tight end combo with Tucker and their first round pick last year. Great guys. And then the offensive line that's to suit. So that's where I'm going to put Green Bay 49ers in that matchup, that TV matchup, and then Kansas City and the Ravens. So there you go. Great question there, Tater Owns. But they get down onto the show here. So since I'm rolling solo, we're going to go pretty fast here. But let me give a shout out to one of our show sponsors here is Sly. So play is an essential part of life, whether it's digital or outdoor exploring. Your world is fun. Keep the good times rolling and support your play with Sly Boost, which will get you going. Sly Chill. Obviously, once you get going, you got to chill out. And then Sly Dream. And once you chill out, you just got to, you know what? I'm going to go to sleep. Get that Sly Dream going on in your system and explore. All right. So we got to have that. We got to take care of our bodies. We're playing a lot of games. We're sitting in front of these monitors. Got to chill out and then dream. So Sly is the way to go. And then also I'll be giving a shout out to CTRL, the meal replacement company that I also work with. And I mean, I got some fun stuff going on here real quick. I haven't posted it yet, but I will post after this show. But I got a Madden tournament. So if you live in the Houston, Texas area, I live in Richmond, so I'm doing an event over at Rock Newtney Sports Bar. It's on the southeast side of Lincoln. So Lincoln, wow, still got Nebraska on the brain. Southeast side of Houston. If you're going towards Galveston, is that route. And I teamed up with a guy that's also fantastic, former NFL player, Vernon Turner, and his team that owns the Rock Newtney Sports Bar. So it's going to be September 14th. At 12 p.m. is starting time. So we'll take walk-ups, but if you trust me, I would like for you to sign up now. I'll have a link in the post that I make here after the show. And it's going to be a Madden monthly tournament. So we're starting Madden monthly tournaments at Rock Newtney's Sports Bar here in Houston, Texas. So type in rocknewtneys.com. You could go to the website, find out more, at least get the location, and eventually get yourself in there to sign up. They'll be signed up in the post that I'm going to make after this show as well for the tournament. So if you live in the Houston area, JFK, I know you're in Florida because I know if I was in Florida, you'll be down for this. But no, this will be in the Houston area. So if you live in Houston, Texas, you know any friends that play Madden in Houston, Texas, we're going to have Gamer Sloom sponsoring the prize pool along with Rock Newtney's Sports Bar sponsoring the prize pool, the money prize pool, and also Power A sending us some controllers and some headsets for the prize winner. So we have prizes and money for first place, second place, and third place. So everybody can come and find out if they're the best in the Houston area and then walk away with a little money and walk away with a brand new set of headsets. And I got that new Xbox, that blue controllers. I don't know if it's gonna be this controller, but it's gonna be some controllers for yourself. You always got to keep your controllers on lock, right, on the inventory. So yeah, AFK said you're right. I wouldn't I wouldn't make it, but football season just started, shaking my head. Yeah, so we're doing it on college football Saturday, starting at 1. We'll probably be done like 4 or 5 o'clock, but then we'll sit there. You at a sports bar, so you get to sit there, hang out, and then watch the rest of college football. They're gonna cater in some. They're gonna bring in a barbecue, a food truck. I can't wait. They said the brisket's great, so I'm super excited about that. And I've been in Texas for a little bit over a year now, and have come across a lot of good barbecue places. I'm not surprised being down here. So that's what's going on. So check my Instagram, check my X, Facebook. Where else I'm gonna post? Maybe on YouTube. I'm gonna post as well for anybody in Houston area that wants to play some Madden, some competitive Madden. It'll be on it'll be college football. Is it college football or is it Madden? No, Madden. I'm saying Madden. Duh. Be Madden. So that means I'm gonna be on all Madden rating. And I love how Madden now. I know I'm digressing a little bit from the show, but my Madden now, they have a ranking system. Like they always had a ranking system, but now it's kind of a defined system. So right now I'm ranked at gold 1, and they never had that type of ranking before. It was just a regular numbered ranking where you're one of 3,965. Now you could be top 100 real fast. I'm pretty sure. Obviously, gamers are balling out to get that top 100 ranking because you get a nice little symbol next to your name. And right now I'm sitting at gold 1. I got another friend of mine. We just talked today. He's like at gold 2 or 3 or yesterday. And so that right there keeps you coming back. Cause I know when I play my Halo and I see that little badge pop up there in my ranking and Admiral or Cadet, Obsidian 6, that's what we're looking for as gamers. We want to see what we've earned. So I love that EA's done that to Madden. So let's get on down to the quick hit news bites here real quick. Got some good stuff. Got some good one. Got a good one for you. All right, quick hit news bites here, man. We got our people from Lenovo Legion here. They have the GeForce RTX 4600 gaming PC. It is down in price for Labor Day weekend, y'all. All right, you see, I'm helping y'all out. Labor Day weekend, the price is down to $875 for this weekend. And that is a fantastic price for a gaming PC with a GPU, if I'm reading that correctly, of a 4060, right? That's the top of the line right now, because right now, just the GPU by itself, sometimes it's $1,000 or it's $1,500. So I feel and I see and I believe this is a great price right here. So if you're in the market right now for buying a new PC, you can go get a nice build here off of the Lenovo Tower 5i RTX 4060 gaming PC for $874 plus tax. And that is not a price. That's down from $1,149. So you save 24%. I think right here, you can't beat this because, building out a PC from scratch, I have friends to do it. I've kind of messed around with doing it myself, starting with the GPU. And I learned this in my IT course last year or 2 years ago. The GPU by himself is going to be now, I say on the low range of $1,000, maybe $1,500. And on a good one, you're talking about $2,000. So you're going to spend some coin building out your own PC. And that's just the GPU. That's just the motor, the brain, the heart of the computer. You're not even getting to if you're going to put Wi-Fi, a Wi-Fi component in there, a Bluetooth component in there, the ether, the power of the computer, the storage drive, all that stuff. You're just getting started, and knowing that you already spent over $1,000 just for one component, it's like, man. So now you got this right here, the Lenovo Tower or Legion Tower 5.1 is equipped with the Core i5 1400F CPU, GeForce RTX, like I mentioned, 4060, 8 gigabytes GPU, 16 gigabytes of DDR5, 5800 hertz of RAM, and a 1 terabyte SSD right there. So that's the money. 1 terabyte is a ton, but now these days 1 terabyte is literally getting smaller and smaller and smaller because of these games that are coming out that have a ton of memory that have to download to your PC or to your console. Endless Day says worth it for the card alone. Yes, it's definitely that worth it for the card alone. So the RTX is considerably more powerful than the RTX 460, considerably more powerful than the RTX 360, and almost nearly matches the RTX 360 Ti. So this is a great budget for 1080p gaming. And so you also could run games at 1440p with relaxed graphic settings. But at the point I recommend upgrading to an RTX 4060 Ti or higher, because it is a current generation card. So RTX 4060 supports DLSS 3.0, which gives a noticeably performance boost compared to equivalent AMD cards without sacrificing visual quality. So there it is right there. So for those that are on a budget, like I said, the RTX 4060 is usually going to be the best NVIDIA GPU you'll find in a gaming PC that is priced around under $1,000. So you're going to get a whole PC for under $1,000, not just a GPU card. So just know that, folks. And this Lenovo rig is well beyond that threshold. So what's more, also important is Lenovo is pre-built gaming PCs include a year manufacturing warranties. That's money. That means something breaks, something's not acting right, you get it repaired for free. And always buy the extra year if you need to. I would say that's always much. So you avoid hassle of building a do-it-yourself and dealing with separate component warranties. So check out the best budget PCs of 2024 right here on this was on IGN.com. Check out the article. So you're getting the best of the best. I say bang, bang, bang for your buck to buy this PC if you're in the market for buying PC. So in this days, thank you for that. Dome Rocker, what you got here? Some my games. What games you coming back to in Green Bay? What games am I coming back to in Green Bay? So if you live in Green Bay, I am coming back to the Indianapolis game. No, what's October? It's mid-October game. It's like October 13th or something. Let me look it up real quick. Cardinals. I'll be back for the Cardinals game. And I'll be doing an autograph signing too as well with the Packers. So I'll be back that weekend. Got some things moving with my family here. So I got to get some stuff done. So I'm actually missing alumni weekend, which is, I think, next weekend. Not this week. Oh, no, the weekend after next, about 2-3 weeks from now. So I'm missing that weekend. That's a weekend usually I come in town for, but not this weekend. I got stuff, or not that weekend. I got stuff to do, take care of business-wise. So that's when I'll be back doing Rocket October, the weekend of the Cardinals game, which it will probably be a really good game. So let me check on that. So yeah, man, good deal there. Head over to IGN and read the rest of the article, pick it up. And as I say, if you're in the market of buying a PC, then you want to make sure your dollar goes a long way, because today these PCs, the consoles themselves, at least the consoles are staying steady around. The new consoles like Xbox 3 Series X and the PS5 is staying right around $500 plus tax, so $525 and some change. Add on another $80 for a controller and a few games, so you're probably walking out of there spending maybe $600-700. But you got a good game system. It's going to last a long time, and always get the warranty on your controllers, because after a year, one thing breaks on it, you could get a brand new controller. You know, one of my boys just did that back at back east in Virginia. So knock it out. Said, "Do you doing what you got here? So you doing the picks things with Levis?" Yeah, we're doing that too. I got a couple shows going. So also with this show, y'all, I'm doing the Green and Go G Lounge will be back. We'll be airing that here on my Twitch channel and on other spaces, Twitch here, and maybe Instagram, my Millions account, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and then also Believe in Packers. So I'm working with the Believe Network there. Going to be doing a show with a good friend of mine, Alex Fernando, that was a faculty member with me back at Nebraska. Now we got a good friendship, but he loves football. I love football. We just ran our first episode yesterday, so I think it might go up later this week, and then we're going to do one more episode right before the Packers kick off the ball to the Eagles in Brazil. And I hope everybody going down there, if you know anyone going down there, and obviously we know the players going down there, both teams going down there from Philly, in Green Bay. I hope they are safe. And from the rumors, you know, that they have a color issue with the green, the green color issue in the area near the stadium that is notorious gangs that wear the color green. So both teams that are in the NFL that have green in their uniforms obviously might have to resort to wearing something else. And I suggested that the Packers wear their throwback uniform with their blue jerseys with the big circle with the number in the middle, and the Eagles wear their blue and gold jerseys, throwback jerseys, because then they're good to go. That was my suggestion. So anybody working for the NFL or working for the Packers or the Philly, you might want to put that up on the brain and say, hey, you know what? We should just wear the throwbacks. So then we alleviate all this problem with. But for the fans too, just don't get your throwback jerseys going down there too, fans. Don't. You're probably already down there. We probably got a week away, so you got a long time to pack. Before you pack that throwback jersey. Don't wear the usual home jersey, and we're the away team anyway. So if you wear your white jersey as a Packer fan going down to that stadium in Brazil, take the green stripes off. Don't take no chances. Don't wear no green. That's what I would suggest. No green, even though it's support my. No, this is something totally different. This is a whole nother country. They do things different sometimes in other countries. So alleviate yourself by wearing this all white T-shirt, scribble out the green, you know, to another color, to black or something, just so you are safe, because we don't want no drama going down there other than the drama of the game. That's it. We don't want to hear no stories of Philly fans or Packer fans getting in trouble, getting hurt, or whatever. We don't want none of that. We want the travelers down there, from the teams to the fans to the organizations, to have a fantastic time, because we want to be back there, and maybe they work things out getting ready for next time. So, all right there. I forgot to change my banners here for that. So at least you get to see that for a little bit before I move on to the best thing I've seen on social media, which is kind of like secretly love. I love this segment here. So here you go.
You're so dumb. Got him. Ain't nobody got time for that.
No, I don't got time for that, but I think y'all got time for this though. All right, check this out. Let me get set up here. I gotta see here. I gotta go to this one right here. Boom. And this is a fun one here. This is a cool one. This is one of the guys I know and work with, UEL, my man Titus Walker, doing very well out there, getting things going. Dome Rocker, we got, are you coming back to Green Bay? Do you have any pigs? We're going to get back up to Boston, another Pax guy. Yes, in those days for sure. And thanks for the subscription, AG Double Puff. And we got Carrington Vollington changed his number from 37 to 24 because people got released. So all the final cuts happened today in the NFL. So that's probably why he changed his number. But now getting to this best thing I've seen on social media real quick. All right, there it is. UNLs, they have a new arena. So let me flick it over here. Add to the stage, get the audio up. There it is. I hope y'all can hear it.
We're super excited about it. So I said all that to say, UEL,
turn that down.
We're on the map. Season 9, it's right around the corner. $1 million. Be there. Starting August 29th. We're going to have this place looking totally different. So be there. Be ready. It's about to be amazing. And get ready for season 10 around the corner, too. We move fast here.
Yes, they do. So this is the start of the video here.
To the new UEL building.
So they're located in Fredericksburg, Virginia. You know, I met them about 4 or 5 years ago. I met Titus about 4 or 5 years ago. And then probably that summer.
Where all the magic's going to happen.
To Fredericksburg to see how they did things. You guys how they had their competition, how they played competitive video games. And I've always kept track of Titus, right? He's been on the show numerous times.
Perfect for future events.
And now they got a new facility.
Now
they have a league.
We want to make sure we find the right spot
where you can earn $1
million
in prize money. They're franchising all over the United States now. So if you are a gamer, and I mean gamer, that means you play everything, not just one game. You know, nothing against players that play one
always
game. Always a lot going on.
Pro at one Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday matches, practices, but people are always here.
Everything.
And in the past, we didn't always have places for them to go, hang out, maybe do some homework, whatever.
So they got a new place going up in Fredericksburg, Virginia. So happy about them.
We do. Super VIP.
Yeah, you see the space. I'll answer your question here in a minute, though, Marco. I love the questions. Keep the questions coming my way.
And it's just as space for us to
There's a lot of space going on there. The UEL new arena.
So I said all that to say
it's gonna be hype. I can't wait to go out there
on the map. Season 9
in the next couple months.
Right around the corner.
Travel, so
$1 million.
sneak in there.
Be there.
Check out
starting August 29th.
Opened up.
We're gonna have this place looking totally different. 29th. So be there. Be ready. It's about to be amazing. And get ready for season 10 around the corner too. We move fast here.
More money. So I think
welcome
August. This
to
the
the new
I'll let it run
UEL building.
Hear what he's saying, so I could shut my mouth. Let him go.
It's gonna be the grand stage where all the magic's gonna happen. So you guys already know. We'll do it big. Have the stage space, casters, commentary, set it all up. Perfect for future events. As you know, we have a lot of them. So we want to make sure we find the right spot. And we think we found it right here. Let's check it out. Really good. Look at that. Always a lot going on. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday matches, practices, but people are always here. And in the past, we didn't always have places for them to go, hang out, maybe do some homework, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Now they do. They got the space. Now
we do.
Yeah, the space.
Super VIP. You may want to come upstairs. Done.
Or VIP area. Of course, we could game in the VIP area. That's the way to do it.
Here. And it's just this space for us to grow into. We're super excited about it. So I said all that to say, UEL, we're on the map. Season 9, right around the corner. $1 million. Be there. Starting August 29th.
That's tomorrow.
We're going to have this place looking totally different.
August 29th.
So be there. Be ready. It's about to be amazing. And get ready for season 10 around the corner too. We move fast here.
All right.
Welcome to the new UEL building.
There it is. Hey, my man Titus doing things big out there in the VA. Regisburg, shout out to them, man. Check out their Instagram. Check out their X, Facebook, YouTube channel. They stream on Twitch when they do have their championship weekends, which they'll have an opening competition weekend starting tomorrow. So you might want to check in. If you live in the Fredericksburg, you live in the DC area, you live on the East Coast, get up to Virginia. If you think you're good at something, you can find out which team you get on. They have drafts 3 times a year. Every season, when every season starts, right before the season, they do a draft. So that means you can get drafted onto one of the teams that's located in the Fredericksburg area, DC area, New York, Philly, Texas now, because I'm here, and other states around the United States. Go to the website, ultimateendgamers.com, to see where all the teams are, because there might be a team in your neighborhood you might not even know. I know it's a Florida team, a couple Florida teams there. So, like I said, they're doing big things there. They got a fantastic leadership group between Titus, myself, Ryan, 300, a few other guys that are fantastic people in terms of knowing how to build a company, work together as a team. And my man, shout out to my man Doc. He's doing a good job. He helps with all the stage setup, breakdown for when they having their big weekend events of championship competition, or we just casually having fun, trash talking each other. And that's one place I know about the UEL. If you're gonna come up there, see, my trash talk game has never been good my entire life, so I can't really. I'm not clever enough to trash talk, but I can just back it up with my gameplay, you know. So long as you have a good gameplay, come in there and have a good time casually playing some games with my crew over at UEL. So let's head over to the next little series. Next segment here is game releases, y'all. Let's get on down to them game releases real quick.
Release the games. It's time for the game releases. Game releases.
Oh, I'll do that one more time because it's quiet. There it is.
It's time for the game releases. Game releases.
All right, the game here I got, it's a fun game. It is called Pizza Tower. It doesn't even get better than that, man. Right? Pizza Tower? Dude, it's going to be fun. Check this out here. We start this game up. Yeah, I got the audio up. Unmute. There it is. Look at my dude. I thought he was about to start breakdancing. Oh man. So you guys are going to enjoy this. I know the visuals of this game is awesome. So this is Pizza Tower. It came out yesterday, August 27th. It's on the Switch. It's from Indie World. You are Peppino Spaghetti, a surprisingly agile, powerful pizza chef. He is on a mission to destroy the titular Pizza Tower in order to save his restaurant from annihilation. So follow him through his rampage across the wacky floors of the tower, collecting toppings, beating up connecting toppings and beating up monsters. So featuring highly stylized pixel art inspired by the cartoons of the 90s, because this definitely looked like somebody like Rocko's Modern Life or Ren and Stimpy for me. If anybody know Ren and Stimpy, please put something in the chat. You know, and a highly energetic soundtrack. You like that music? I think I do. That's why I said real 80s music. And like little weird creepy creatures like that though too. So you move that while I'm still talking here. So you got weird, crazy characters and animation, an insanely energetic soundtrack, an unusual platform formula. Play like you want. Go for the highest score or just explore at your own pace. So you don't really have to get into the campaign of the game and try to beat it right away. You could just do things almost like sound like open world setup for you. So play as Peppino Spaghetti, the supersonic Italian middle-aged man, and sometimes Gustavo, who you can play as well, one of the characters. Explore up to 5 floors leading to many levels, discover all their secrets, fight some monsters and other little weird-looking weirdos. So destroy everything in your path, including those stupid rats. So I don't know if you see the rats running around there. So and then you will become the Pizza Tower boss. So there you go. I saw this game. I was like, yeah, I gotta talk about this. I'm gonna pick this up. Now, this is one of the games you just kind of just go run in and don't really have to care about anything. Like I said, you don't have to really try to beat the game. You could just try to destroy the tower, like he said. I gotta find out. Is that Gustavo? That might be Gustavo. Gustavo look crazy as heck. So there it is, Pizza Tower, man. Check it out. Yeah, Pizza Tower. That is the thing there. So fun game. If you're into indie games, that is it. Reminds me of Toe Jam and Earl. Yes. Oh, that was a fun game. I played that a few times there. Endless Days. Toe Jam and Earl. Awesomeness there. So all right, we're coming up here on the end of the show. We had a fun show so far. Now we're going to get in. Hope you guys have been watching The Boys on Prime Video. So we're getting into what's on stream, y'all. All right, let me get all this on here. Boom, 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 boom. And here we go. Let's get the audio going.
Row, row, row your boat gently up the... sorry. Excuse me. It's time for What's on Stream.
So if you've been keeping up with me, I started back last week after the 2-week break. Just saying, we got right back on the episodes of The Boys on Prime Video. So we got some craziness going on. And of course, it's always going to be craziness because you have Homelander. It doesn't get any more loose cannon calamity than Homelander. Homelander is a problem. Okay. In the comic book, I mean, when I first saw this, my good friend Dave, shout out to Dave Powers in Green Bay, Wisconsin. He told me about this book. I was like, or this comic book series, and he showed me a couple pages of one of the books he had in his store, and he sells them all the volumes. And I'm just like, this is in a comic book, which I've seen other raunchy comic books, but this took it to a whole nother level of raunchiness. So let's get into this next episode recap. This is episode 4. Wisdom of the Ages. So Vought News Network is proud to announce a new series. So this is kind of how they set up the episode. New series, The Truth Bomb. So it's hosted a few episodes ago. We met Firecracker and her celebrity. So Firecracker is hosting a celebrity kind of tell-all show She's gonna have celebrity guests for the 6-hour premiere as they exposes Starlight's accurate as an Adrenochrome party. So she basically outed Starlight's, she had an abortion and all that, and then that took her off the edge, and she went ham, beating up everybody. She beat up Firecracker and all that stuff. So you got that. That's one storyline. Now you got Homelander. Let's get to this. Now, Homelander. Let me put this up so y'all can see this thing right here. Has decided to really go out there, right? Really go out there. So in this scene here, I believe it's playing. Yep, it's going slow. So it's playing. So he comes down into the basement where he was stored as a kid being tested. And so these are all the scientists that were part of this testing, all grown men. And that's him in the picture with the scientists that tested him and his powers. Obviously, him being a kid, he was traumatized from it because he knew nothing of kind of understanding what he is, right? And being a soup that, he has powers, but the feeling that, so they're testing him to find out what hurts, what doesn't hurt. And they find out in the process of putting them in a room that is basically an oven and cranking that thing up all the way to 1,000 degrees as a kid. And so even though he can recover, his skin still burns, it still hurts. And you had these people basically watching and not really saying in his head, like not helping him, not doing nothing about it. So, of course, being in an old-fashioned Homelander way, he comes in their room with this really crazy, creepy smile on his face where he's talking very, as Homelander-ish as he talks, being a jerk, and is knowing that the scientists in the room is knowing, like, okay, any minute he's gonna either slice me in half or gonna kill us, which obviously is the thing. So he, in this scene, I mean, not this scene, but yeah, this scene and probably a dozen scenes after that. So he's talking to one of the scientists there about the room and being in there and, between his flesh burning and what it smelled like. So he's taking them down that, and this is the aftermath. So he pretty much, if you saw his neck and back there, can I rewind that real quick? Let me go back. That was right there, pause it. So that was the aftermath. So it didn't show him turn around. I wish it turned him around where you can see his whole face and body's just covered in blood, and he dismantled everybody in that room. He put a few people in the one room where he got incinerated, but obviously he didn't die, but he felt the pain, but they did. The one guy, he melted down to a pile of bone dust. So, you have Homelander just continue to create anarchy in this TV series. And so once he comes out of there, he feels that he's going through his midlife crisis. Remember, he found gray hairs on his head and other places, so he's still kind of coming out of that. And so now we catch up on Huey. So Huey, his dad, that's in kind of like a illness coma. His mom, who's never been there until now, but found out that the dad put his mother on his living will. So now they're kind of basically supporting his father, her ex-husband, through this to make sure, he comes out okay. And if he does pass away, that everything is in order in terms of his will and all that. So that's in that scene right there. Here where Kamiko is still, she's looking for help from Huey here. No, and not realizing that Huey is helping out A-Train, but she wanted help to go find some young lady that she's been helping too. And it's okay. So everybody's kind of helped somebody other than Homelander, right? So the good guys are trying to help people. They're trying to help each other. They're trying to help their families. Even A-Train is trying to go straight. But he knows he's on a short leash with Homelander. He only knows that if Homelander can even sniff him talking to Huey, he's done. And so he has to be smart about that. But they get, as Kamiko goes into the one area to find her friend that she's trying to help, they get attacked, they get shot. I think Huey, obviously, you see there, he busts up his ankle real bad. Kamiko gets all shot up graphically. I say one thing about the boys series: if you want graphic deaths, this is the series to watch. I'm not sure if you is that a good thing or bad thing, but I'm just saying. And Huey got into gangster mode by having to kill a few people as well, because they were coming for him and Mariko, if I'm saying her name correctly. And you have Vought coming after, and that's her friend that she's been trying to help. But she was also against her because she didn't understand why she was attacking them. But she's like, I'm here to help you, not attack you. So that was all a big misunderstanding, and I care about you and I want you to be okay type thing. And just, since she doesn't talk, no communication. So there's a lot of assumption there. So that's where the misunderstanding came from. But now that is gone. And she's like, look, I want to help you, but she don't want to be around her because her friend's still confused about the whole situation. So it was like, I'm not sure, I need to go with you. And this is where Starlight, after her explosion, after Firecracker outed her, she's talking to the political people that are involved, that knows what's going on, and where they trying to support her and her to support them in terms of Vought not having the 7 under their control and taking away some of the 7's powers, like the V that's out there now. Because we saw, if you watch the other spinoff series of Gen V, we know that's real. We have kids that they're growing into superheroes again, so that is so many good things going on here that it's just super excited. I'm super excited to watch the season finale, because Homelander, man, he's going to get it. As much damage as he has caused, he's going to, somebody is either going to be his kid, but he's got another season of this, so it's not going to happen now. And so I'm just waiting for that. Until then, we got Sister Sage, we have Firecracker, we have the Deep, we have Nori. That's trying to figure out what, am I supposed to be walking or talking? Just be quiet, as I think AJ says, or A-Train says. And so we have the Deep. To wrap up this up, we got the Deep and Firecracker somehow doing some rendition of an 80s song, which was not good. And I think this is the scene where Starlight loses it. She is hearing what Firecracker is saying on the TV, and she's about to bounce. And so Mother's Milk is trying to make sure she doesn't go ham and go off on her. And we got Butcher there, we have Frenchie, all trying to figure out what their game plan is to try to take out Homelander and trying to get Vought exposed. And they're still working on that, so they have some work to do. We have a lot more episodes to do, to watch. I think it's 4 more episodes in this season, and then season 5 has already been green lighted. So we have a lot of loose ends to get tightened up real quick for this, between this episode and the end. And with Butcher right there, this is a scene where obviously he's been taking the V, and he's dealing with the consequences, and his body is breaking down, because that's what the V does. It pretty much turns your brain to mush, as we've seen in several scenes where his brain is seeping out of his ear, literally. But he wants to obviously have it to protect himself, and have it to, when he goes around his son, that is also having to deal with Homelander. He wants to be ready. He wants to be ready where he knows he can hold his ground against Homelander and have to fight him. But like I said, Mother's Milk, Butcher, Huey, they all have a game plan to try to infiltrate again. Disrupt the 7 and Vought, because we all know what they're doing. They're doing wrong stuff. We know Homelander is way wrong. He's been wrong since episode 1, season 1. We already know that. He's just scary. He's more of a loose cannon now. And then, and then in this scene right here, this was a threat of Butcher to Firecracker, but she's like, do it. I don't care. Like, she's already been outed once by Starlight, and then she outed Starlight. And now I think she's about to go and out herself. She's going to out herself and then out Starlight. And this is when Starlight loses her. I jumped ahead. That's my fault. This is when Starlight about to lose it, because she comes in and admits what she did one time, some guilt that she had, that Butcher was going to try to expose her with, but she said she did like Eminem and said, you know what? I'm gonna talk about myself. Don't worry about that. Hit send on the text on the X post, and I'm gonna go on TV right now and not only talk about myself, but expose Starlight. And then it's like, oh man. You know, Frenchie, he got some issues with, he got a little boyfriend, a little thing going on. He don't know. He got to figure that part out here. And that's what we got. We got this scene coming up. But then Starlight is seeing Firecracker just out all her business about her abortion, about a few other things. I think it's mainly the abortion right there. You know, she was 6 weeks with child and she went on to abortion. So that's her getting over there. And she gives Firecracker the business and beats her down on TV. And of course, that doesn't go well because you got cameras everywhere. Everyone has a camera, cell phone, the cameras from the TV set or from the stage where the Deep and Firecracker were singing. A terrible song, by the way. A good song, but they sung it terribly. I'll say that. The song was great. It's a nice 80s song. I can't remember right now, but it was a great song. So when that goes down, then obviously there's a little shade over Starlight and the whole mission to try to bring them down. And so, you know, and this has just been funny running, I think, comedy with Sage and Deep hooking up every now and then, because Sage, or Sister Sage, is the smartest person in the world, or superhero, I'll say, and she's just seducing the Deep, and he's not hard to seduce, unfortunately. His character, he's kind of like the brute, the strong brute, but not very smart dude in the team, and so he's getting taken advantage by you got the dumbest person getting taken advantage about with the smartest person. So you got that going on there. So I think I'm gonna end it right there because there's not much going on. Oh no, wait a minute. We got some interesting stuff right here before I go into the end of this episode here, where Frenchie went to try to handle some business with a friend, got knocked out, as you saw right there. And the host of the show that was hosting when Firecracker went off camera, he's also a suit, and that is his arm wrapped around the Butcher's head. And so they're, like I said, they're trying to, you know, take over, or not take over, but try to infiltrate the whole Vault 7 thing and end up having to fight him. And I think he ends up killing him, or somebody else does, because he explodes and pops. And then that gets nasty. His blood everywhere, as you saw Butcher there. Frenchie wakes up from getting beat up by his boyfriend, but it was a good reason. Or not getting beat up by his boyfriend. I'm sorry. That's his boyfriend. That was something else. I'm sorry. But he wakes up and they have a tough conversation because something that he was a part of in terms of killing this guy's family and not knowing it at the time. And so he gets beat up, and that's where, again, you got so many crazy storylines, a lot of drama going on, a lot of loose ends. We have 4 episodes of loose ends to get all tied up, but then I'll get ready for season 5. That'll be probably out next year. So we got the boys, and we still got Miss Newman, the head popper, which she still hasn't been outed either, because everybody knows, if you watch the series, she's also a suit, but she's also a politician too. So she's playing both sides of the door. So she's eventually going to get outed as well. But there's Huey, supporting Starlight in terms of her reaction, probably, kind of saying, hey, I would have did the same thing, but it sucks that it was on TV type thing. And the A-Train still playing, he's playing Russian roulette with his life, but knowing that he's working with Huey and the team to try to find out how they could break in and infiltrate 7 and Vault and basically take out Homelander. Once you cut off Homelander's head somehow, then all this drama kind of subsides, because he's the most powerful of all the crazy soups out there. So they know once that's come to an end, you've handled Homelander, then any other problem after that is something in their control. They can handle it. But until Homelander's gone, then it's gonna be tough selling. He's like that all-star. I want to say all-star. He's a loose cannon. He's a dark star. He's Superman gone bad. So once Superman gone bad is out, using whatever they can, getting V, using it on themselves, even though their bodies break down. I say that's kind of where we're at in this whole dilemma of drama on The Boys on Prime Video. So I'm gonna cut it off there and get it on, because not much going on there. So that's where we are. season 4, episode 4, Wisdom of Ages. So check it out if you haven't watched it. So again, I know I gave you a little spoilers and all that, but should be all right. Check out episode 5. Get ready for next week and everything else. So that is where we are. So we got the gaming. We've been doing this now the last couple of weeks. Gaming tips for gamers, and I've been going more cerebral, right? More mental, because obviously gaming is all about this. Obviously, you got to think a lot in some of your games, like League of Legends, like Overwatch, like StarCraft, like Dota. All right, but in all those games that I just mentioned, in games, simple games like Mario Kart, Madden, 2K, FC 25 that's coming out soon, even like Pizza Tower. Let's talk about combating the tilt. Don't tilt. Don't get frustrated. Don't get mad. Don't then tilt. Came out back in the early 80s as a phrase of basically once you get tilted, you can't focus, you can't win the game. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't sabotage yourself. So that is my tip: is don't allow yourself to get tilted. So combating being tilted, and what the process is once you make a bad move, once you lose a match, once you do something that you felt you shouldn't have done in the game, or you basically straight up lose, don't sit there and blame anything. Don't blame. I say if you blame anyone, blame yourself. Blame how you prepared, or how you didn't prepare, or anything of that nature. But nothing has to do with your teammates, your coaches, the lag, the monitor, or anything else like that. It's all about you. When you focus on that tilt, you're going through and you're like, man, and you notice that every play after that, every movement after that is worse than the previous. So that's where you got to stop. If you got a chance to, where it's in a match like Call of Duty, where it's multiplayer and you could get in, you respawn, and right before you respawn, what you do is just need to kind of take a moment, take a couple deep breaths, and kind of reset yourself. Because if you stay with that same mindset, the breathing is out of control, you're going to stay in that tilt world. You're going to stay going down the rabbit's hole of mistake, losing. But then what you do is take a minute, take a second. If it's somewhere where you could have a quick little moment where you could talk to yourself, self-talk to yourself in your head and say, hey, let that go. Let's focus on the next thing. And it's just, let's start at the basics. It's the X button. It's the Y button. It's the RB button. It's the A's, the W's, the SD, it's the shift. You just go through your basics. Because when I mess up in Madden, for example, I had a bad drive, I threw an interception. The next drive is, let's get back to basics. Let's just run the ball here, get a few yards, see what happens. Next play, let's run this simple pass, get it completed, boom. So just take it one step at a time instead of trying to get the victory right away. Because you getting that victory, trying to get it when you're not focused, is going to end up in more calamity and you messing up, and then you getting more frustrated, and you don't want to get no more frustrated than what you already are. So you want to get calm, you want to get cool, and you want to get collective. Because once you all of those three, calm, cool, and collective, the 3 C's, then you could go out there and be the player that you're supposed to be. And the pros know what I'm talking about. Pros in any of the games that are out there, Valorant, Call of Duty, Overwatch 2, Madden players, or what have you, League of Legends, when they're calm, cool, and collective, they know how to handle not becoming not being tilted at all, because they know what happens if they do get tilted. So they never go down that road. So never go down that road with yourself. But now you know how to do it. Take a few dips. As soon as you can find a moment to breathe and then erase what just happened, you'll remember it later after the match, because then that's how you're going to get better, because you're going to work on it. But during the match, you got to forget about it and move to the next page. So that is combating the tilt process here on the Mind Greens Tips on the Mind Greens Gamer Lounge. Hope that helped you out. And you know what? I'll be back here, same back channel. Same back channel, same back time here on Wednesday at 2 p.m. I hope everybody's having a great day, and I will see y'all next week. Let me get on out of here now. JFK, thanks for being in the chat. Endless Days, Dome Rocker. Peace out here. Let me see. Boom. I take that off. Boom. Take that off. Boom. Got some music. Where the music at? I like the music. Follow me on social media right there. We'll be back next week. Same bad channel, same bad time. I hope everyone have a great weekend. We have the week one. I'm sorry, now. So we had 0 weekend last week. Week 1 of college football going on here. So enjoy your college football weekend. I know I am. And then next week we got NFL kicking off. So we'll be talking then before. We'll be talking before then, though. So, all right, remember, Ahman Green's Gamer Sounds Wednesdays at 2 p.m. And then Green and Go G-Mouse will be back up and running next week as well. And then also Believe in Packers. We are going to be running that show as well. So JFK said, it's your college football weekend, and go Canes go. Go Canes go. But I'm going to say go Pack go. And I'm going to say go Big Red for my Huskers. Boom. There it is. All right, let's get out of here. Peace out.